So what is the property? Limit x tends to 0, e raised to x, e raised to x minus 1 upon x is 1. This is the property. As x approaches pi by 2, what does sine of x approach? Is sine 91? So we are not to worry about it because our denominator will be 1. So taking the limit, what do you get? E raised to sine pi by 2 upon sine pi by 2. So you get e raised to 1 minus 1 upon 1. And the answer is e raised to 1. So in such cases, we don't need to do any manipulation. We just have to take the limit. So always check whatever x is approaching. Is the numerator becoming 0? Is the denominator becoming 0? If both of them are becoming 0, there is something that you can do with it. But if in this particular case, both were not becoming 0 because the value of e is approximately 2.7 something. So you don't need to fear. You just take the limit. The change of limit that we had seen in earlier exercises. So we can say that let x minus 2 be some t. So as x approaches 2, t will approach 0. So what is x here? X will be equal to t plus 2. So e raised to t plus 2, e raised to 2, and here we have t. Moving ahead, so you know the property a raised to m plus n is a raised to m into a raised to n. So this is e raised to t, e raised to 2, and this is t. What do we do after this? We can take e raised to 2 out, and you have e raised to t minus 1 upon t. So this is a direct formula. That's just 1. So the answer is e squared. So if I write it like this, and then take e minus e raised to x, and it will be e raised to x into e into x minus 1. Okay, again, this is harmless because x is 1, so it will be just become e squared. So I can write that separately here. 1 upon e raised to x into e, and here you have limit x tends to 1, e minus e raised to x, and you have x minus 1. So for this particular limit, if I put x minus 1 as t, so then as x approaches 1, t will approach 0. So what we get over here, I can take this as e raised to 1 into e. This is a limit of t tends to 0, e raised to x. Now x will be t plus 1, and this is t. So we have e squared, limit t tends to 0. This is e raised to t into t. I can take negative e out, so I will get e raised to t minus 1, this particular form. So now when I take the limit, this is e squared, this is negative e, and this is 1. So negative 1 upon e will be the answer. Limit x tends to 0, 3 raised to x, and here you have under root 1 plus x minus 1. Okay, going by the properties, you need an x below this. So you have limit x tends to 0, 3 raised to x upon x. So now you have multiplied with the denominator kept aside. Now, if you look at the denominator, this is a square root type function. So how we have been doing is we have been rationalizing it. Yeah, we have divided this by x. So we will multiply by x as well. And yeah, so this is 1 plus x plus 1. And this is root of 1 plus x plus 1. So do not forget to write all the steps that what are you trying to show. So here you have limit x tends to 0, 3 raised to x minus 1. You can write it as a separate limit as well, not a problem. So this is 1 plus x plus 1. Down you have a minus b into a plus b. That is a square minus b square. I'm showing that step as well. So you have limit x tends to 0. This is x, you have x, and this is under root 1 plus x plus 1 upon x. So again, as x tends to 0, x is not equal to 0, so you can cancel this. Taking the limit, here you get ln 3 and into 1 plus 0 plus 1. So this will be 2 ln 3 as an answer for number 5. Limit x tends to 1. x raised to, I want you to try this by changing the limit. So here we put x minus 1 as t. So as x approaches 1, t approaches 0. So limit t, and here this will be t plus 1 and 1 over t. Okay, so this has given us the answer as e. Limit x tends to 0, 1 plus sine x raised to cot x. So limit x tends to 0, 1 plus sine x. Now here we can see that we need a reciprocal of that. So I need 1 over sine x, and this is cos x. So for limit, we can write it like this. So 1 plus sine x, 1 upon sine x into limit x tends to 0 cos x. Okay, so here we got the answer as e, and you know that as t tends to 0, so here this is t becoming 0. So we can write over here as x approaches 0, sine of x will also approach 0. So we can use, this is e raised to cos of 0, which is 1. So the answer to this is also e. So we can see that this is a, if I have 0 comma e, so I get this as an answer. Okay, now in place of this, if I put 1 plus sine x raised to 1 upon sine x, and I hide the red graph, and here you can see that this is still on that. Yeah. So as x approaches 0, this function also becomes equal to e. So elsewhere the function may look different, like this red function, for example. But at 0, what is happening? It is becoming e. Can you name the question which is similar to question number 8 from the question that we have done earlier? Yeah, 3-part 1. Good. So what did we do in 3-part 1? What was our step? So limit x tends to 0, a raised to x, 8 raised to x minus 2 raised to x. We subtracted 1, we added 1. And so limit x tends to 0. This is 8 raised to x minus 1 upon x. Negative out, 2 raised to x minus 1 upon x. So this is ln 8, ln 2. Now we know that the property log a minus log b. So this is 8 by 2. So ln 4 is the answer. Limit x tends to 0, a raised to x, b raised to x, sine x. We had a x below, so we can add it. This is a raised to x, b raised to x upon x, and we have x over sine x. The way we added and subtracted 1, I can do that here. So a raised to x, b raised to x minus 1 plus 1. And here I can write it as a separate limit. So limit x tends to 0, a raised to x minus 1 minus b raised to x minus 1, and this thing into this. So taking the limit, I'll get ln a, ln b into 1. A by b is the answer. So this should tell you that it is similar to question number 8, question number 9, question number 3-part 1. This is all similar. And in all the questions, what we had done, we had subtracted 1 and added 1. So we are doing few questions, but you can do n number of questions. But you should be able to look at a question and understand that it is similar to which other question you have done. So limit x tends to 0, 3 raised to 2x, and this is upon x, negative 2 raised to 3x. Okay, the next thing that you need to do is to match this. So this needs to be matched. And what do we do in that?
2, 2 and 3.
Yeah, so this is 2 and 2 is multiplied. This is 3 and 3 is multiplied up and down. So taking the limit, you get 2 ln 3 and 3 times ln 2. So the property is log a raised to m is m log a. Here you have ln 3 squared, ln 2 cube. So this is 9 upon 8.